Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. So here again we are having a session on features of academic writing. Today's session is part 2 of the sessions on features of academic writing. I would quickly like to share a review of the previous session before we start working on today's session. In the previous session, I introduced what is academic writing and then I shared important features of academic writing with you. In that session, mainly I introduced 8 important features of academic writing, which included complexity, formality, objectivity, and explicitness. I also introduced precision, accuracy, hedging, and responsibility as important features of academic writing. However, since each of these features has a lot of details attached to it and each of these features needs the learning of a lot of rules, I was not able to complete all these in the previous session. So the previous session was planned only to cover 4 features of academic writing that were complex, formal, objective, and explicit. In the current session, we would start with the next feature of academic writing, that is precision. In fact, again, this session would not complete all the discussion on the rest of the features because each of these is very complex and complicated and relates a set of detailed sub-rules. So in today's session, we would talk about precision. Precision, how important it is and how it can be created in academic writing. As you can see on the slide that for the current session I have highlighted precision, or to be precise, in blue color, which shows this is what we would cover in the current session. Just to introduce what does it mean to have precision in writing or to be precise in academic writing, what I would say is that in academic writing, facts and figures are given precisely. It does not provide any unnecessary details and it is well trimmed. In academic writing, you need to be precise when you use information. For example, instead of saying a lot of people, 50 million people. So giving accurate, exact information. You do not use unnecessary words or waffle. Precision also means avoiding repeating the same words. As I have said earlier, that to create precision in academic writing needs knowing a lot of rules. So here on this slide you can see the strategies that can be used to create precision. There is a long list of strategies that actually relate to various rules how you can create precision in academic writing. So in today's session we would discuss A. Deleting redundant modifiers. B. How precision can be created by deleting redundant categories. C. Replacing redundant word pairs with single words. And D. Replacing wordy expressions with single words. Some more strategies used to create precision include deleting hollow hedges and meaningless intensifiers, deleting needless repetition, deleting that for brevity, retaining that for clarity. Another rule or strategy that we would share would be avoiding prolonged introductions. The next one is trimming sentence endings for closing emphasis. Next strategy that we would talk about is prefer action verbs to nominalization. Next is avoid indirect negatives. Next, avoid needless attribution. And the last 4 strategies that we would share under this category include limit personal commentary, avoid repetitive wording, do not use deadweight phrases, and do not use tautologies. We would go through each of these. I would explain what each of these means, and I would also give you some examples to explain each of these. For some of these I would have activities and exercises for you as well that I hope would add to your clarity on how to use these in your writing and how to create precision by using these strategies. Starting with strategy A, delete redundant modifiers. Well, on the slide I have given quite a few examples to make the concept itself clear to you. In the red color you would see the sentences in which redundant modifiers are used, whereas the green options that are given are the options where redundant modifiers are deleted. Example number 1. In this modern world of today, we must necessarily project ahead in planning for the future. अब अगर आप इस सेंटेंस का बिल्कुल शुरू देखिए ना, इन दिस मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड ऑफ टुडे, अब दिस वर्ल्ड और टुडेज वर्ल्ड एक ही बात है ना, एंड टुडेज वर्ल्ड इज द मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड, और इन मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड ऑल्सो मीन्स इन टुडेज वर्ल्ड, तो ये सारी रेपिटेशन है, रिडंडेंट है, बार बार वही चीज डिफरेंट वर्ड्स में रिपीट हुई हुई है. The better version for academic writing that would be more precise is, in today's world we must plan for the future. अब आप इसको कंपेयर करो पहले वाले सेंटेंस के साथ, तो you would immediately notice that it becomes easier to understand the information given in the second option, and it becomes more clear as well. Look at example B here. He referred back to the notes he had taken during the meeting. Referred back to the notes he had taken during the meeting. Back here, refer actually means to talk something that has already been, consult something that has already been talked about. So back is additional word in this case और उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. He referred to the notes he had taken during the meeting would be a good option. या मज़ीद precise करना चाहते हैं तो he referred to his meeting notes, the notes he had taken during the meeting. इस सारी बात की तो ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, simply meeting notes. Look at the brevity, look at the precision that you see in the third option. The last example on this slide is, we offer complimentary gift wrapping at no charge to our customers. Complimentary क्या चीज होती है, आप मुझे बताइए. Complimentary is something for which you do not charge. Complimentary is something that is free. तो अब ये कहना कि complimentary gift wrapping और फिर कहते हैं no charge, तो this is redundant, this is of no use. That is why a better option, a more precise option would be, we offer complimentary gift wrapping to our customers. इसमें से at no charge जो है ना वो आप निकाल देंगे. दूसरा ऑप्शन ये अगर आप करना चाहते हैं, we offer gift wrapping at no charge to our customers, फिर आप complimentary निकाल दें अगर आप no charge उसमें रखना चाहते हैं तो. But you cannot have both. If you have both, it becomes redundant. With this we move to the second category, that is B category strategy that is to be used to create precision, and that is delete redundant categories. Now look at the examples that are given in red and look at the options that I have provided in green. The table is round in shape, smooth in texture and heavy in weight. Compare it with the option that is given in green. The table is round, smooth and heavy. अब सबको पता है round is a shape, सब जानते हैं smooth is related to texture and heavy of course means weight, it is related to weight. So do not use redundant categories, simply say the table is round, smooth and heavy. In the same way, look at example B. The image is fuzzy in appearance. अब जो चीज़ fuzzy होती है वो appearance में fuzzy होती है ना, clear नहीं होती, blurred होती है. The image is fuzzy. That is enough. You do not need to add appearance. It automatically means that do not repeat something that you have already said. तीसरी example देखिए, very interesting. Redundant categories can leave your reader in a confused state of mind that is extreme in degree and perplexing in nature. अब बात तो ये मैंने सही कही है, लेकिन इस बात को अगर आप देखें तो अगेन इसमें मैंने redundant categories यूज की नहीं है. Confused state of mind. अच्छा, confused क्या होता है? State of mind ही होता है, बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. That is extreme in degree. Extreme होता है तो extreme के साथ degree की जरूरत नहीं है. Extreme या extremely is enough. Perplexing in nature. Perplexed जो होता है या confused जो होता है वो nature में ही होता है. confused in nature or perplexed in nature, उसके साथ word nature लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So these categories are not to be used. We can simply say redundant categories can leave your reader extremely confused and perplexed. क्योंकि आप अगर देखो तो confused and that is extreme in degree and perplexing in nature इस सारे की you do not need the repetition of all these categories. With this we come to strategy C. Strategy C for achieving precision in academic writing is that replace redundant word pairs with single words. Number A, अब ये red में आप option देखिए, various and sundry alternatives were debated. Sundry also means various. Various also means sundry. So various alternatives were debated is enough and sundry लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Look at example 2. I demand a full and complete explanation. अब जो full explanation होगी वो complete होगी और जो complete explanation है वो full होगी. So you may make a choice of complete and you can say I demand a complete explanation. Example number 3 on this slide is each and every one of the jury members voted not guilty. Each and every one. अब फिर ये repetition है and I would like to point out that in the Pakistani context we are quite used to this kind of repetition. Each and every one वाली जो है ना, ये हमारे बहुत सारे learners of English and students of English they do this. They make this mistake. So check yourselves on this. Correct options, I have given 3 options here. Number 1, each jury member voted not guilty. दूसरा ऑप्शन है every jury member voted not guilty. आप इन दोनों में से कोई भी एक कर लें. या फिर if you want to emphasize more, तो for emphasis you can say every one of the jury members voted not guilty. लेकिन each and every one जो है ना, you do not need to use this. This would be a repetitive presentation of the idea. As far as the fourth strategy or strategy D for creating more precise academic writing is concerned, it is replace wordy expressions with single words. Now look at this. In the event that you arrive late, use the side door. अब ये सारी एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन है ना, जो एक्स्ट्रा एक्चुअली आई वुड से स्ट्रक्चर है जो कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दे रहा. इन द इवेंट दैट यू अराइव लेट, मतलब क्या है इस बात का? व्हेन यू अराइव लेट या इफ यू अराइव लेट. सो use the side door. Simply, if you arrive late, use the side door. Number 2 example is, prior to coming to First Trust, Kimberley worked at Waconia Savings and Loan. This is the name of a company. Prior to coming to. Well, simply before coming to. Before coming to First Trust, Kimberley worked at Waconia Savings and Loan. Look at example C. Due to the fact that the report is more than 10 pages long, the council cannot help but feel overwhelmed by it. Achha, I said that academic writing has the feature of complexity, but the complexity should not be unnecessary. It should not be needless. ये जो सेंटेंस में आपके साथ एग्जांपल शेयर कर रही हूँ, दिस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ काइंड ऑफ unnecessary needless complexity that is created simply because of the fact. ये the fact वाली बात by the way हमारे यहाँ वो हम जितना यूज करते हैं ना, as a matter of fact, the fact, whether the fact, ये सब the fact सिर्फ हम कुछ मुल्कों के लोग स्पेशली द सब कॉन्टिनेंट और पाकिस्तान के लोग ज़्यादा यूज करते हैं. This is not a correct English expression to be used in academic writing that frequently. Simply, because the report is more than 10 pages long, the council feels overwhelmed by it. The council cannot help but feel, की बजाय simply the council feels overwhelmed by it. या एक इससे भी brief, precised एक expression हो सकता है, the council feels overwhelmed by the 10-page report. The next strategy that is to be used to create a precise piece of writing in academic contexts is that you can use the strategy of deleting hollow hedges and meaningless intensifiers. Look at the 3 examples that I have given here. Example A states, we are rather concerned about your tardiness. We are rather concerned. अब ये rather concerned क्या है? We are concerned about your tardiness. Simple. Hollow hedging की जरूरत नहीं है. Later on in the next session we would talk about hedges in detail. शायद वहाँ पर ये point आपको ज़्यादा clear हो जाएगा. Example B on this slide says, this effectively limits our ability to respond quickly. This limits our ability to respond quickly. Effectively limits simply means limits. And with this we come to the third example on this slide. Your description is altogether fitting. Your description is fitting. ये सब जो hedge किया हुआ है ना, effectively, altogether, rather, all these are not needed in academic writing. There might be a special situation or context where you may use any of these, but in general they are to be avoided. Next strategy that is to be used to create precision is delete needless repetition. अब ये किस तरह की repetition है? This is the repetition of some structure actually. Although I wrote, or the structural word or the functional word, although I wrote the draft, yet my friend helped me revise the draft. अब दो चीजें इसमें रिपीट हुई हुई हैं. एक तो what I want you to notice is although I wrote the draft, और फिर draft और फिर yet my friend. The simple rule is if you are using although तो फिर yet नहीं लगाएंगे, if you are using yet तो फिर आप although नहीं लगाएंगे. I would say that जैसे उर्दू में हम कहते हैं ना, अगरचे मैंने ड्राफ्ट लिख लिया था लेकिन मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे उसे रिवाइज करने में हेल्प किया या मदद किया. तो अगरचे लेकिन दोनों यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आइदर यू कैन से अगरचे मैंने ड्राफ्ट लिख लिया था, मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे उसे दोहराने में या रिवाइज करने में मदद की, या आप कह सकते हैं मैंने ड्राफ्ट लिख लिया था लेकिन मेरे दोस्त ने उसे दोहराने में मदद की या रिवाइज करने में मदद की. इन द सेम वे इन इंग्लिश you would use either although or you would use yet. Both of these are not required as such. However, do not forget to put a comma between the two clauses, as you can notice. So correct option would be, although I wrote the draft, my friend helped me revise it. अब ये दूसरा जो the important thing that I would like to point out in this example is I wrote the draft. The draft is referred to, और फिर वो वाला दोबारा से repeat किया, revise the draft. तो दूसरी दफा what you can do is you can use it, the pronoun, to refer to the draft instead of revising that, instead of repeating that, instead of giving it again. So needless repetition is to be avoided. Let's quickly look at the two other examples that are provided on this page. Example 1 here is, I called to tell her I would be late for dinner. Nevertheless, she was unhappy that I would be late for dinner. If you notice, you would find, I called to tell her I would be late for dinner. Nevertheless, she was unhappy that I would be late for dinner. Nevertheless, she was unhappy. अब ये जो पार्ट है that I would be late for dinner, ये पहले भी आया है, I would be late for dinner, बिल्कुल इसके ऊपर अगर आप देखें तो. So this does not need to be repeated, this phrase. Rather what you can do is about it. Again you can use pronoun or some other referring word for that. So I called to tell her I would be late for dinner. Nevertheless, she was unhappy about it. The last example on this slide states, I don't like pickled vegetables. I never have liked pickled vegetables. I never will like pickled vegetables. So please stop serving me pickled vegetables. Very, very repetitive. Simple option can be, I don't like pickled vegetables. I never have liked them and nor will like them. So please stop serving them to me. Instead of repetitive use of pickled vegetables. By the way, at this point, do you see that in the correct version that I have provided here, still there is one problem with relation to not precision but with relation to some other characteristic of formal writing or academic writing? In the previous session, I shared with you, do not use contractions or abbreviations when it comes to formal or academic writing. So here, it means this don't is also to be corrected. It has to be made I do not like. The rest is fine. I never have liked is fine, nor will like is also fine, but this one is to be used with complete spellings. Do not. instead of using this contracted form of don't. A quick sharing of the next strategy is here, and that is delete that for brevity, retain that for clarity. जब आप एक briefly कोई चीज़ देना चाह रहे हैं तो that को आप हटा दीजिए, लेकिन जब if you want to add to clarity, तो at some points you need to retain it. I would show you how. Look at the example. I suggest that we pack our things, sell our house and move to Islamabad. I suggest we pack our things, sell our house and move to Islamabad. यहाँ पर that की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Look at the next one. She realized that without that 5-minute delay, she would not have missed her plane. Now, because you want to add some clarity in this case, you can retain this that. She realized that without that 5-minute delay, she would not have missed her plane. Note, in a sentence with an aside such as without that 5-minute delay, that serves to mark the interruption and help the reader hold the thought. So that वो जो बीच में दो commas के दरमियान में information आई हुई है उससे आगे, she realized that she would not have missed her plane. The additional information that is given within 2 commas, so that the reader may not lose the connection here, this that can be retained. A very important strategy or trick or rule that can be used to create precise forms of writing in academic context, I would say, the advice is that avoid prolonged introductions. अच्छा, हमारे यहाँ तो एक वैसे भी जनरल ट्रेंड है ना, स्टूडेंट्स को एक क्वेश्चन दिया जाता है आंसर लिखने के लिए, दे वुड स्पेंड 5 पैराग्राफ्स जस्ट इंट्रोड्यूसिंग द टॉपिक, और फिर उसके बाद 2 पैराग्राफ्स और लिखेंगे, तब तक टाइम खत्म हो जाएगा एंड दे वुड क्लोज द क्वेश्चन, द आंसर ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. लेकिन यहाँ पर व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इज आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एग्जांपल्स ऑफ सम सेंटेंसेस वेयर अननेसेसरी प्रोलॉन्ग्ड इंट्रोडक्शंस आर यूज्ड व्हिच आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. Look at this. It is interesting to note that our client base is growing steadily. Simply start, our client base is growing steadily. Number 2 example is, for all intents and purposes we are losing money. Simply, we are losing money. This is the main idea you want to introduce. Do not waste time by giving prolonged introductions to this idea, for all intents and purposes. As a matter of fact, this does not convey anything. Okay, so if you look at example 3 on this slide, you would see, as a matter of fact, I am concerned about the steep decline in visits to our site. अभी आपने नोटिस किया होगा एक चंद सेकंड पहले एक्चुअली मैंने एज अ मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट यूज किया. सिंस आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू आई कैन यूज दैट, बट when you are writing in academic context, for formal academic writing, it is good to avoid this kind of prolonged introductions, especially do not use them repetitively. So simply आप कह सकते हैं, I am concerned about the steep decline in visits to our site. The next strategy is trim sentence endings for closing emphasis. So it's not that you would only work on the openings of the sentences, you also need to be careful about designing or structuring the closings of your sentences. Trim the sentence endings for giving good closing emphasis. Look at the examples. A. Does it stink like rotten meat would smell to you? Does it stink like rotten meat? Simply, rotten meat would smell to you. Stink वही होती है ना जो smell के through होती है, so there is no need to talk about that. B example here is, we need to eliminate the production delays we are experiencing. We need to eliminate these production delays. ये जो additional आगे लगा है ना, we are experiencing, this is unnecessary. This does not as such provide any information. Look at example C. Every employee should respond to complaints that our customers express. Every employee should respond to customer complaints. Customers express, unnecessary long kind of ending. This is. Dear students, here is another strategy that can be used to create precision in academic writing, and that is prefer action verbs to nominalizations. What do I mean by this? Okay, let me explain with the help of examples. Look at this example. My suggestion is that we make an alternation in the length of the cloak. My suggestion is that we make an alteration. Suggestion, noun बनाया हुआ है ना suggest से, verb से, और फिर alteration, alter verb से noun, और फिर noun को explain करने के लिए we make एक additional verb आपने उसमें लगाया है. Instead of going into all this complication, simply say I suggest we alter the length of the cloak. दोनों verbs directly, action verb, suggestion की जगह noun की जगह suggest, और make an alteration की जगह simply alter. So I suggest we alter the length of the cloak. या अगर आप मजीद precise उस पे कहना चाहते हैं तो फिर I suggest to shorten the cloak, or I suggest to lengthen the cloak, or I suggest we shorten the cloak, or I suggest we lengthen the cloak, according to the situation आप कह सकते हैं. Look at example B for more clarity. If you make an attempt to steal the diamond, I will stand in opposition to you. अब फिर ये make an attempt to, main verb है ना attempt, उसको change करके उसके साथ make additional verb लगाया है. Make, steal is the basic action, but with stealing पहले attempt, फिर attempt के साथ make, एक chain of verbs is used to create those nominalizations. If you try to steal the diamond, I will oppose you. So अगर मजीद brief करना है और the context allows, if you steal the diamond, I will oppose you. But it depends कि आप try to steal की बात कर रहे हैं या steal की बात कर रहे हैं. लेकिन ये जो make वाला part है ना, this is completely unnecessary. This is not required in any ways. Another rule is avoid indirect negatives. What do I mean by that? I haven't ever heard of that rule. I have never heard of that rule, or never have I heard of that rule. अब यहाँ पर भी फिर वही वाला प्रॉब्लम है, अगर academic writing है formal तो फिर ये जो contractions यहाँ use हुई हैं, you are not supposed to use all of these. Look at example B. I did not have any idea we were losing money. I had no idea we were losing money. तो you see indirect negatives जो है ना, उनकी बजाय direct form में जाएं. I had no idea instead of I did not have any idea. Look at the last example on the slide. The change in temperature was not significant. The change in temperature was insignificant. तो negative forms जो है ना, indirect forms जो हैं, उनको avoid करें. A very important and interesting rule is avoid needless attribution. हमारे यहाँ पाकिस्तानी context में a lot of students use these unnecessary needless attributions. For example, according to the old saying, an empty sack cannot stand upright. सबको पता है जी कि एक पुरानी कहावत है, so there is no need to say this. बिला वजह attribute करना, किसी को credit देना कि फलां ने कहा है, it is of no use. Simply go for an empty sack cannot stand upright. Look at example B. As everyone knows, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. As everyone knows, अब ये additional बात है ना, इसकी तो कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, ये कहना ज़रूरी नहीं है actually. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. Look at the last example. It has been determined that wordiness obscures clarity. It has been determined by ye, by wo. There is no need to say all that. You can simply go for wordiness obscures clarity. It becomes more precise, more to the point, more logical also. Another important rule that I would like to share with you is limit personal commentary. Limiting personal commentary means limiting your personal opinions. Giving your voice to the piece of writing may work more in informal situations, but once it comes to academic formal writing, the first person voice or your voice as a writer has not to be very frequently, has not to be present very frequently actually in your writing. Look at this for example. The main thing I want to say is that haste makes waste. Precisely लिखिए सीधा, haste makes waste. To tell you the truth, I doubt that owls would be reliable messengers. अब अगर आप कोई नॉवल लिख रहे हैं, कोई स्टोरी लिख रहे हैं, कुछ इनफॉर्मल ऐसी चीज लिख रहे हैं that has nothing to be taken as academic piece of writing, formal piece of writing, तो उसमें तो ये चल जाएगा. But otherwise when you are writing academic English, then you are not supposed to do this. I doubt that owls would be reliable messengers. अब देखें ना, वॉइस आई डाउट, फर्स्ट पर्सन वॉइस आई रहा है बीच में, लेकिन टू टेल यू द ट्रूथ ये बिल्कुल एक एडिशनल था, फिर इतना ज्यादा उसको आप मत करें, लिमिट इट फॉर योरसेल्फ. द लास्ट एग्जांपल ऑन दिस स्लाइड सेज अ टेम्पररी डिप इन द स्टॉक मार्केट इट सीम्स टू मी डज नॉट मीन वी आर हेडिंग इनटू अ रिसेशन. A better version, I would say, in general academic contexts would be a temporary dip in the stock market does not mean we are heading into a recession. It seems to me एक additional बीच में आ जाता है, personal opinion, personal commentary, so avoid it and do not use it very repeatedly. Dear students, here I have an activity for you where you can have the condensed phrases and you can change them into single words. Look at the example that is given. The employee with ambition got the promotion. The employee with ambition, this with ambition is used as a part of the phrase employee with ambition. What is the possibility? You can change it. The ambitious employee got the promotion. In the same way, look at the other activity parts that I would like you to work on and change the colored part, the part that is shown in color in each of these examples into a more condensed item. Rob decided to retake the class at a later date in time. Look at the answers. As I have already shared, the ambitious employee got the promotion. In the case of Rob decided to retake the class at a later date in time, the correct or a better option can be Rob decided to retake the class later. ये जो है ना at a later time in a date in time is a very long phrase that adds to the length of what you write, and that if you want to achieve precision, if that is your target in academic writing, then it would not suit you. Well, here I have all those phrases actually that can be condensed into one word. I would give you some examples here. Look at these examples. ये हम सब कॉमन उसमें यूज कर रहे होते हैं. वेल, दे आर नॉट इनकरेक्ट, दे आर ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट. यू कैन यूज दोज बट यू कैन नॉट यूज देम ऑल द टाइम, स्पेशली इफ योर टारगेट, इफ योर एम इज टू अचीव प्रिसाइजनेस और प्रिसीजन इन योर राइटिंग, then you can avoid them by using single words for them. The reason for the reason that, due to the fact that, in light of the fact that, considering the fact that, this is why. अब ये सारे जो phrases हैं ना, you can have one option or two options of words that can be a replacement for these phrases. A single word, for example, since. For example, because can be a replacement for any of these. Look at another set. Again, these are phrases that can be avoided if you want to achieve precision in a particular case. On the occasion of, in a situation in which, under circumstances in which. So here are the answers. Because, since और why, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा था, for the first category, और ये जो on the occasion of, simply when, in the situation in which, when, under circumstances in which, when. You can use these single words instead of these long phrases. Here is some more information. In the same way, it is crucial that, it is necessary that, there is a need for, it is important that, cannot be avoided. अब इन सब के लिए you take a minute's time to think about कि क्या एक single word option हो सकता है. then move on to the next part. It is possible that, अब इस set में देखिए, there is a chance that, it could happen that, and the possibility exists for. Have you been able to guess single words that you could use in replacement for each of these sets? Okay. In the first case, you can have must or you can have should, according to the context in which you are using it. In the case of the second set of phrases, you can have three options. You can have may, you can have might, you can have could, you can also have can. In different contexts, each of these can be replaced with any of these. Dear students, the next strategy or the rule that I would like to share regarding achieving precision in academic writing is avoid repetitive wording. What do I mean by repetitive wording? For example, end result. End result का क्या मतलब है? End भी वही होता है जो result होता है. Result क्या होता है जो end होता है. So don't be repetitive. Don't use synonyms together. Past experience या past या experience. Share in common. Share वही होता है ना जो common होता है. Small in size. Size again unnecessary. Small we know is size. Made a discovery, made an attempt, made an accusation, made an appearance and made a decision. ये वही वाला rule जो मैं आपसे बात करी थी. Nominalization मत करें. Simply use the direct verb discovered, attempted, accused, appeared, decided. Here are some clunky phrases and their equivalents that I would like to offer. All three of the girls, the three girls. Fewer in number, fewer number ही होता है ना भाई. Give rise to, simply cause. In all cases, always. In a position to, can. In close proximity to, near. In order to, in order to do this, to do this. A majority of the students, most of the students. Are of the same opinion. Members of the committee are of the same opinion. Members of the committee agree, simply एक word. At the present moment, now. Less frequently occurring, rare. अब आप ये देखिए इन choices को. At this moment, now. At this moment, तीन words, उसकी वजह simply एक word now. Less frequently occurring, rare. So here is another thing that I would like to share with this reference, that is, instead of using very wordy expressions, go for more pointed expressions, I would say. For example, in spite of the fact that the meeting was delayed, the members came. Although the meeting was delayed, members came. In the event that there is a fire, simply if there is a fire. New innovations, one and the same. The result of the experiments is one and the same. The experiments have the same result. Over a period of 4 days, for example, over 4 days. Personal opinion में personal की ज़रूरत नहीं है, simply opinion, it is always personal. Shorter in length या longer in length, simply shorter or longer. The next strategy or the rule that I'm going to share with you that is important when you want to be precised, when the goal is to be precised in academic writing, then the strategy that can be used is, or the technique that can be used is, that avoid dead weight phrases. Well, what do I mean by that? For example, for the most part, for the purpose of, in a manner of speaking, in a very real sense, in my opinion, in the case of, in the final analysis. अच्छा, अब ये मैंने सारे वो phrases दिए हैं जिनका कोई actually they don't carry any weight, they don't carry any meaning. तो इनको avoid करें और मैंने ये general जो है ना वो सारे इस पे डाले हैं. In the event that these are the ones that you frequently use in your writing. In the nature of, it has been estimated that, it seems that, The point I'm trying to make, what I mean to say is, it may be argued that, अब आप for example देखिए, what I mean to say is that Pakistani students are very hard working. Simply आप कहें Pakistani students are very hard working, या simply I believe Pakistani students are very hard working. अगर आप personal voice अगर आप उसमें लाना चाह रहे हैं, what I mean to say, ये जो what वाला expression है इसकी यहाँ पर बिल्कुल भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. Tautologies. So tautologies are again repetitions. I would define a tautology for you. Definition of tautology is the contextual repetition of the same word or phrase, usually of the same idea or statement in different words, especially as a fault of style. अब इस definition में especially as a fault of style is very very important for you to understand. So if your writing style is formal and if you're writing formally in academic context, then tautologies are to be avoided. Look at the examples. Advanced planning. All planning is for the future, of course, so advanced लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Cooperate together. Cooperation is always with someone else, तो together की फिर ज़रूरत नहीं है. या together कहते हैं तो cooperate की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Fewer in number. Few is always used with numbers of things. Still remains. Remains means it is still there. तो फिर still लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है remains के साथ. My dear students, these were the points that I shared regarding the rules that can help you achieve precision. Well, achieving precision in academic writing might seem something that can be learnt by learning a few rules, but actually it is a matter of practice. The more you practice, the more you can write in a precise way. However, to make conscious efforts to write in a precise way, you need to abide by certain rules, you need to follow certain rules, and you need to adopt certain strategies. In that context, there were certain strategies or there were certain rules that I shared with you today. The important rules that I shared with you today included A. Delete redundant modifiers. B. Delete redundant categories. I also shared with you how precision can be achieved by replacing redundant word pairs with single words. The fourth strategy that I shared was replace wordy expressions with single words. In case of all of these, actually I gave you examples and I hope these examples would have made it clear to you. The next strategy that I shared was delete hollow hedges and meaningless intensifiers. Hedging को I would introduce separately, इसको अलहदा से next वाले session में we would do, so maybe it would be more clear there, but here I gave you some examples of कि unnecessarily do not hedge. Delete needless repetitions. Repetitions का ये होता है कि they always make the piece of writing monotonous, boring, and they also add to the needless complexity of the piece of writing. So avoid repetitions. Repetitions can be of words, can be of phrases. Repetitions can be in the form of synonyms as well. So avoid all those repetitions. The next strategy that I shared with you was delete that for brevity, retain that for clarity. The very word that, I gave you examples of how actually the purpose of this rule was that sometimes you need a word to be removed because you want it to be brief and precise. However, in some cases you need to retain the same word. Why you have to retain the same word? Because it adds some kind of clarity to what you want to say. What I mean by this is that precision does not mean that it should be at the cost of clarity. Precise लिखना, जामे और मुख्तसर लिखना is very very important. It is very good. It is time saving both for you as a writer and for the reader of that text as well. It also adds to the beauty of writing and it adds to the clarity of writing if it is used accurately. However, I would say that precision should not be at the cost of clarity. अगर कहीं पर आपको लगता है कि सिर्फ आप एक वर्ड अगर हटा देते हैं और उससे उसकी क्लैरिटी ख़त्म हो रही है, use that word. All the rules that I have talked about, they are general rules and they are to be applied in specific contexts in certain ways. Anyhow, moving forward, I would say that I have also shared with you today that as a rule for creating precision, avoid prolonged introductions, and in the same way, trim sentence endings for closing emphasis. Sentence की beginning और sentence की closing should be precised. अच्छा, as a matter of fact, तो I would say कि when you write a paragraph, तो उसमें भी पहला sentence और आखिरी sentence, they are very, very important. They have to be very precise, very clear, so that the main idea is presented in the first sentence and is summed up in the last sentence in general, and it becomes easy for the reader to understand that. The next rule that I shared with you was prefer action verbs to nominalization. ये भी सब कॉन्टिनेंट के मैं कहूँगी कल्चर का, लिंग्विस्टिक कल्चर का एक पार्ट है. द काइंड ऑफ इंग्लिश वी लर्न फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश इन द सब कॉन्टिनेंट, और उसके बाद फिर हम उसी को लेके आगे चलते रहे. हम द इंग्लिश दैट वाज टॉट टू क्रिएट दैट व्हाट आई वुड से the class of clerks in the subcontinent. ये this is one of the features of that language. और हम अभी भी अगर आप देखें तो हमारे ऑफिसेज में जितने ख़त लिखे जाते हैं, जितने मेमोज लिखे जाते हैं, रिपोर्ट्स लिखी जाती हैं, उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा नॉमिनलाइजेशन होती है. We always change a noun verb into a noun, और फिर to explain that we add some additional verb to that. होता क्या है? The emphasis is reduced then. So he decided की बजाय he made a decision, for example. The committee ordered की बजाय the committee made an order. तो इस तरह से क्या होता है, एक तो emphasis कम हो जाता है और this becomes unnecessary as well. So we need to avoid this in good academic writing. Anyhow, the next strategy was avoid indirect negatives and also avoid needless attributions. आम तौर पे कहा जाता है, generally it is stated, most of the times people believe, world says this, ये सब phrases जो हैं needless attributions है. अगर specifically किसी की कही हुई बात है, give the credit to that person, acknowledge it by giving a proper attribution, but unnecessarily do not do that. Limit personal commentary. मैंने बड़ी डिटेल में आपके साथ डिस्कस किया that personal comments or subjectivity is not to be added. Actually, I am linking this point to the previous session as well, where I talked about objectivity. Personal commentary, use of I say, I believe, I think so, I feel so, I need so. This kind of personal commentary gives a kind of subjectivity to your writing, and it also affects the precision of the work. The next strategy or rule that I shared was avoid repetitive wording. End result, जैसे मैंने आपको example दी, end का भी वही meaning है, result का भी वही, तो do not use those. Dead weight phrases, as a matter of fact, in the consequence of that, इस तरह के phrases जो हैं उनकी भी अगर if they are not required, think once before you use them. If not required, do not use them. Tautologies, those expressions that are a part of repetition of the meaning or the use of the synonyms repeatedly as a part of especially faulty style, you need to learn to avoid all these to have precision in your writing. My dear students, with this I bring you towards the closure of today's session. I hope today's session would have added to the knowledge of how you can achieve precision, especially in your academic writing, and how overall the features of academic writing can be incorporated in your writing to make it a better work. All I would say as I close today's session is that look at the rules once again, go through these once again, and then you need to have some practice of those rules so that you could apply them. The more you would practice them, the more you would be able to apply them, and then they would become a part of your routine. You would automatically learn to apply them. You would not have to be very much conscious then. With this, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you very much.